In this video, I will share with you guys my own experience and what works about how to meet and become naturally attractive to women and bring some of them into your life. Even if you have never had a girlfriend before or you have absolutely no idea how to go about attracting women, because these actionable tips are designed for beginners and for those who don't know much about seduction or attraction. Basic mindsets to have. 1. Don't focus on being a certain way. Focus on feeling a certain way. Many gurus or your natural friends will say just be confident, just be curious about her, or just approach her and say hi. This kind of generic, basic advice is useless and doesn't help you, because those guys don't understand what it's like to be a shy, socially anxious person who is actually afraid of women or of someone who has no understanding of how to connect with another human. Instead, focus on and embrace the feeling you get when you actually make your way toward a beautiful woman or think about approaching a woman. Do you feel very scared or nervous? Embrace what you are feeling. Don't fight it or try to reject the feeling as though it had never existed. Nervousness is a natural human emotion. Accept that for what it is. 2. Outcome independence. What this means is, don't approach a woman with the expectation of getting laid or getting a date with her, or even getting her number. Seduction is not about getting things from women, it's about giving to the seduction. If you were to approach a woman with the expectation of getting her number or going on a date with her, she will be able to feel that expectation coming off you, because you'd be projecting that vibe onto her, and she'd know that you just want her phone number, not a real connection with her. However, if you approach a woman with the sole mindset of whatever happens, happens. I'm just going to introduce myself and let things happen. I'm here to have fun. All of a sudden, any anxiety you feel will dissipate bit, because you've removed a hope for result from the interaction. You'll be opening yourself to connecting with her emotionally instead of remaining attached to a particular result. 3. Personal expression. Many guys feel really nervous about going out to meet new women or interact with them. This is because they are either afraid of getting rejected by her at any time during the interaction, not feeling good enough to approach her in the first place, feeling like she's out of your league, feeling unworthy of her presence. These are all limiting mindsets created out of living in scarcity of women. Scarcity of not having enough activities that are meaningful to you going on in your life, to the point where you feel lazy or worthless, or because you don't view yourself as a physically attractive man. Unfortunately, harboring these mindsets will hinder your success with women, because they will determine your actions and behavior. Thankfully, there are ways to combat these mindsets. If you fear getting rejected, it's because you're attaching a particular result to an interaction with a beautiful woman, and you fear that you may not be able to attain that result because she'll do or say something horrible to you for even attempting to go after that result. Whereas, if you approach a woman with the mindset of going out to socialize and meet new people, you would be free from the need to attain a particular result. If you feel that a woman is out of your league or you don't feel too attractive yourself, remember this truth: women are not interested in your physical genetics. They pay far more attention to how you groom yourself, your personal hygiene, how you maintain your body, what you've got going on in your life, how that makes you feel, and how you can make her feel. Men and women both think with their emotions. Society and our educational system have just trained men to think logically, and many men pursue very analytical, logical jobs like law, accounting, or engineering, making them get used to thinking logically and mathematically. When men were little children, they were driven by pure curiosity. They weren't asking themselves how they'd look to others or what they should say if they wanted to talk to someone. They just did what they wanted to do. It's this kind of childlike curiosity and playfulness that gets lost as some guys grow into men. But it's this type of curiosity that women like about a man. If you feel ridiculously nervous about meeting a new woman, or you have no clue what to say, just say, "Excuse me, miss. Hi. Wow, I'm really nervous about doing this. It's stupid how nervous I feel, and I have no idea what to say. But I just wanted to say hi because I couldn't resist meeting you." If you were to say something that communicates to her what you're feeling and thinking, you're expressing yourself, and at the same time, you're taking off the pressure being built within you, because most guys walk around holding all that unhealthy emotional intensity within them, just thinking about all the awful things that could happen when approaching a woman, instead of releasing that pressure by just speaking what they're feeling to a woman. Women find nothing sexier in a guy than a man who knows who he is, what he wants, and who can express himself without filtering himself. The conversation. Remain outcome independent. Now, when you actually make that approach and you've started talking to her, it's very important to remain outcome independent in the interaction and to let yourself have fun with her. Focusing on the number or getting in her pants as soon as physically possible during the entire interaction isn't something I'd recommend, because it takes your mind away from having a fun interaction and allows your brain to worry about her rejecting you. Feel curious toward her and express your true, authentic self. Let yourself go by being playful with her and feeling curious about her. Ask yourself this: what do you care about in a woman? what she does do for work, what did she take in school, her hobbies, what she can't stop thinking about, what she can't say no to, what she would do if money was no object, what motivates her to achieve what's important to her, what really excites her sexually or socially. You'll find yourself driven to ask her that question, and to dig deeper into her answer as to why she likes or does that, because you'll be naturally piqued too, as it's something that you genuinely want to know. Women want to feel connected to you. They want to feel that you're the right partner for them. Sharing what you think are fun experiences from your own life to relate to her can create a great connection. What you find fun and enjoyable will communicate in your speech and vocal tonality, so even if she doesn't find what you find fun and entertaining, she'll feel the enthusiasm and fun vibe emanating from your experience, leading to her feeling excited and seeing that you're a fun dude with nice experiences to share. 4. Pay attention to what she tells you. Listen. If she tells you that she loves being free, reckless, and likes doing spontaneous things for the hell of it, are you the same kind of person? If you can do free, spontaneous things with her and you share a mutual vibe together, she'll be attracted to you. If you like planning things out in advance and are not reckless, you are not a match for her, so she'd be at most a friend for you. Listening to what she wants or likes is very important to the possibility of making a romantic, sexual connection with her. 5. Don't compare yourself to someone who has far more success than you. I would make this mistake often and still sometimes do, though I'm getting better at preventing this. Some people have far more experience than you and know much more about how the female mind works than you do. That's totally cool. Seduction is not a competition between who can bed more women or who has the coolest thing to say. It's about developing your skills with the women you desire, becoming naturally attractive, and enjoying a fun time with the women you want. A good mindset for yourself would be, how can I make today even better than yesterday? How can I better myself and develop myself into a better man, a better connector, and what mistakes can I learn from? These are high-quality questions that will propel you further into your journey of personal development and natural attraction. 6. Concept of rejection. This is actually a really good thing. Here are why. The more women you're attracted to whom you approach where the advances you made were rejected, the less you'll place a heavy emphasis on a particular result, and the more indifferent about being rejected you'll be, because you'll see that it's really not that huge a deal. And the world goes on, building up a rejection acceptance. By being on your life journey of personal development and partaking in activities that you love to do regardless of whether you're single or not, rejection by women you've known for a really short amount of time is a breeze. Not every woman you meet will like you. You will be rejected by a lot of women. 7. Don't force small talk. Notice how I didn't mention anything about what to say or positive affirmations. The reason why I didn't write anything about what to say is that when you are constantly asking yourself what the perfect thing to say is to a woman you're attracted to, you're clogging the creative side of your brain and constantly thinking about the exact words you can use. Men do this because 1. They're scared of running out of things to say, so they feel they need to use a predetermined script or a canned line of some sort, or 2. They feel they will not attract a woman unless they have the exact words in place at exactly the right time in exactly the right way. Both of those mindsets come from a place of scarcity and irrational fear. Because you believe yourself to have nothing particularly interesting to say, or because you feel you have nothing of value to say, your brain shuts down and literally can't think of anything at all. But that is so not true. I'd be willing to bet right now you have at minimum a couple of life experiences you could share, from vacation, hobbies, building a blog, raising a puppy, taking art classes, that engineering project you worked on with friends. And even if you don't, there's no harm in having a playful conversation, joking around about what you enjoy doing in your free time, or that she looks like the kind of girl who could get you into a boatload of trouble so you had to meet her and get in trouble doing something mischievous together. Now that can spark a playful conversation and create a fun connection with her. 8. Projection of your sexuality and asking her out. When I say projecting your sexuality, what I mean is looking deep into one of her eyes and thinking and feeling about how much you'd love to kiss her or sleep with her. This creates sexual tension and increases it the longer you hold eye contact. It then becomes important to release that tension by looking away from her eyes so she won't feel creeped out by you for holding it too long. When it comes to asking her out for a date, you should really only do this after you have found some things out about her that you wanted to know, and have shared some of your own experiences with her that you wanted to share or that she wanted to know about, because by then she'll feel she knows some about you, and you'd know some about her. There's been a mutual vibe and a mutual sharing of each other's personalities. 9. Positive affirmations. The reason I don't like positive affirmations and would rather make use of empowered or happy thinking is because an affirmation just tells you that you are a certain quality or are a certain something, when in actuality you are not or do not feel such a way. Saying I am confident, When you don't feel cool with yourself or you don't feel confident, does nothing whatsoever for yourself, because what you're telling yourself and what you're feeling is not in alignment, and because if a negative thought pattern has already manifested itself in your brain to form a negative belief. Stating positive affirmations to yourself for a while won't do anything, as the strength of the negativity will overpower the affirmation. Certainly, this may not be the case for everyone, and I don't suggest that it's useless for everyone, but for some, a positive affirmation just doesn't work. Feeling a certain way is what will propel you to do or say something, or conversely, to not do or say that thing. This is exactly why people who are very charismatic are so influential and well remembered. It's because they can influence someone's emotions or have them feel a certain way about something. The way we feel about ourselves is what determines the way we look at ourselves and how we interact with the world around us. However, if we were to think positively or fuel our mind with empowered thoughts or questions like, in what ways am I already confident? Or in what ways am I able to approach that hot girl? Or in what ways can I make today better than yesterday? That would be very helpful, because our subconscious automatically comes up with answers to those questions that guide us toward becoming a better developed person, reducing the need to compare ourselves to others and reducing the need to just be confident, because we'll be finding ways to better ourselves. Give yourselves every opportunity to succeed, guys. Find what works for you and use it to its fullest, as long as it harms no one. Show respect to the people you meet. Remember, a gentleman does not lie or even try to manipulate others. He is honest, respectful of others' opinions and desires, goes after what he wants, and lets people know who he truly is. And empower yourself with high-quality questions and statements that spring alive to your heart and soul. Taking action on what you want is infinitely better than endless studying of theory. For those who suffer from large amounts of social anxiety, some food for thought. I understand this is easier said than done to actually make an approach. So to desensitize yourself to being around beautiful women, try this. Walk around a busy mall or a busy street known for attracting hordes of gorgeous women, but don't talk to any of them. Just walk around them and observe what happens. Observe the situation and observe yourself. Does your heart start racing? Do you get sweaty palms? If this is the case, you'll likely need to keep putting yourself in these types of uncomfortable situations to desensitize yourself to being around them. Ask her for directions to the nearest Starbucks or Tim's, or ask her for the time, but nothing else. Just see how she responds to you. Thank her, then walk away. How did it feel? How did she respond? This is designed to push your comfort zone a little bit at a time. Going too far will overwhelm and frighten you, and staying in your comfort zone will not further your personal growth. Do this 10+ times. Try walking over to one and telling her you're super nervous, but think she's beautiful, and just wanted to let her know you thought so. You'll be amazed at how she responds. Don't put it past you to think she won't blush, smile, or thank you, and maybe tell you you're sweet for saying so. I've had women tell me I made their day, thank me, or tell me how sweet she thought I was for saying so. You'd be amazed at how far boldness can take you. I am. But remember, only tell her what is on your mind. Walk your own path.